Thank you, my boy. Baba Booey.
Like some things and doesn't like others.
Yeah, The Mummy made $44 million. Are we going to talk
That's
about...
a record opening, you know.
Are we going to talk about the fact that you saw Star Wars and I saw Star Wars already?
Well, we can talk about the fact that we saw it, but we're supposed to be under a gag order about a review.
Are we going to really comply with that?
Did you see that note that was with the...
Yeah, you're not supposed to review it?
If you're an on-air personality.
I know why they don't want us to review it now. They were very... You see, here's the problem. Robin and I got to see Star Wars Saturday. I am such a Star Wars fan that I got so stoked. I don't know how you felt, but I was so stoked to go see the new Star Wars because I've been waiting 22 years for the goddamn thing or something like that.
Come out again.
Yeah. And so they carry on with this Star Wars.
Oh, did you see the security measures?
Oh, please.
And did they do that announcement?
Yeah. Where the guy comes out beforehand?
Yeah.
All right, so they had a screening at some movie theater, which is always strikes terror into my heart, because I had to walk through the movie theater.
Right.
It was like, hey, Howard, what are you doing here? And you go to the bathroom, about 80 guys pile in with me. So, I don't know.
But they were passing lights over the tickets to make sure you weren't counterfeiting the ticket.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. So I go in, and they wouldn't. First of all, they sent me. I was going to bring my wife and kids, but my wife and kids couldn't go. They had to go to a bar mitzvah.
Oh.
All right, which I don't go to.
So you went to the movie.
So I went to I said, I'm going to see Star Wars. So Ralph went with me, my friend Richie Notar, and Booker,
Okay.
the DJ.
Yeah.
You know Booger.
Good crew.
Yeah, Booger. All guys are into Star Wars.
Right.
I didn't want to go with guys.
This is a good group to see it.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it with a bunch of annoying people who are going to be like, oh, I don't know. This is Anakin Skywalker's which one?
Who is Darth Vader?
Oh, that's Darth Vader as a boy? All right, so I didn't want to sit through any of that. I just wanted to lose myself in the motion picture experience. Because I really was excited that I was going to be one of the first people to see Star Wars.
Right.
I'm caught up in the hype. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So, the first thing they tell me, this is unbelievable. They say the screening is at 7, but you should get there by 5 o'clock.
Right.
Because if you get there by 5 o'clock, now this is a press screening.
Now this is bull bleep.
Yeah, right. I mean, don't invite me and then tell me.
First of all, the reason I was told for that was because they couldn't have any lines.
Right.
Then I find out that the people who showed up at 5 o'clock weren't allowed in until 5:30.
Right. They're trying to create something.
Yeah.
Even the press is online.
And there were cameras there. If this was such a secret,
right.
Why did the press show up with cameras?
I don't know. There was a guy videotaping.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so they should have put out the movie this week. That's all. I mean, they're building into too much hype here. The hype is going to kill them.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. So I was all excited because I love Star Wars, and I get there, and the first thing they do is I had these tickets with pictures of Liam Neeson and all the little puppets and stuff that are in Star Wars. And Ralph said to me, "Oh, can I keep the ticket because
Collector's item.
it's a collector's item?" So I said, "Oh." I said, "Yeah, you can keep the ticket." So I go there, and they confiscate all my tickets.
Right.
So I said, "Oh my God, what is this?"
Passing them through a light to make sure they're not counterfeit. It was like
Yeah.
how they check dollar bills in the store.
Yeah. Someone give me a wet nap, if you have. My hands are just full of this mud. This is molding mud, and it's making me mental. So then you got to pass through this thing, and they check the tickets if they're counterfeit. They confiscate. Then they stamp my hand.
Right.
The whole thing. It's easier to get on a plane with an Uzi than it is to get into this Star Wars screening. It's a press screening.
The best thing was there was this group in front of me when I was coming in. They had like 7 kids, and they thought they'd get one infant in on their ticket.
Yeah.
They say, no, that one's counted too. You can only have 6 people come in, and they had 7 people. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
But they were being really strict.
Then I get in the theater, and I had asked one of the interns to, what is that, wet nap? Let me see that. They have that. Don't touch my wet nap.
He just brings you a wet nap.
It's dude, there's no wet in it. Who gave you this? Get out of here. Give me one of those bars I got to eat. Give me the metrics. Not with you. So, then I get there and they say, listen, they have to give you a sheet of paper ahead of time. If you're an on-air personality or the press, you cannot review this movie.
Until the 19th.
Yeah, meanwhile, everybody's reviewing it. Everyone's giving out the whole plot of the movie,
Right,
which there is
that's why
none.
they go on the internet and they make up fake names for themselves.
Is that what it is? I mean, it's unbelievable. So, I don't know. So I said, oh, my God, there's so many rules. I don't know what to do. Then the woman, so I get in there, and the seating area for, like, me, it's like right on top of the screen.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going to watch Star Wars. I was 3 rows back from the front of the screen. So I said to the people, they were very nice over there. I wish I knew the woman's name. I'd give her a shot. Is it 20th Century?
I don't know.
20th Century Fox or something?
Yeah, I guess it is 20th Century that put it out.
Yeah.
Was it a 20th Century person or
Yeah.
a UA Theater person?
I don't know who it was, but they were very nice. And I said there was a whole row of seats saved because I think, who was it, Samuel L. Jackson's in the movie?
Yes. So he was coming?
He was coming. So I got in his row. They gave me 4 seats for me, Booger, and Richie and Ralph.
Real?
Yeah, so we had some good seats. They gave us the best seat in the house.
Uh-huh.
And then the woman goes, oh, my God, everyone saw it was you here, and they didn't want you in because they're afraid you're going to give it a bad review. I said, listen. I said, I'm just here to enjoy the movie.
They knew you were coming.
They were acting like, oh, my God, Howard Stern's here. They were going to throw me out. I said, listen, you guys invited me. I'm here to see Star Wars. I'm very excited about it.
They're so wet.
Meanwhile, every journalist is there.
Yeah.
I saw Mitchell
Roger
Fink.
Ebert was there the day I was there.
Oh, Roger was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was in New York. And everybody was there. And they're all got pads and paper, and they're all writing reviews.
Yeah.
What did Roger think of it?
I didn't talk to him after I saw him before.
Was he excited to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was. Everyone was out of their mind to see it.
I think he came here just to see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Came to New York just to see it.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. So,
There with his lovely bride.
Fred, what am I going to do? What do you eat into the microphone? I guess I got to lower the mics. I don't know when to. Sometimes he's busy doing something. I got to make sure I got to control that somehow. You should have a cough button or something you can control. If you're going to be eating. What?
They didn't put one on the board.
Yeah, well, maybe you ought to talk to them about it because you're busy chewing and I got his microphone open. I'm listening to a whole meal.
And he doesn't hear it.
No, he doesn't hear it. He doesn't even hear that it's going on. That's what kills me. He's a sound guy.
What are you going to do?
You don't hear all the noise you're making?
Well, the difference is you run your headphones 4 times louder than I do.
Well, maybe you ought to run them
you
louder.
So you hear every little thing in the room.
Oh,
I apologize.
maybe you should too.
Still want to have my hearing.
I got my hearing.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
He can hear you.
Well, yeah, you can hear him because he's like multiplying the sound by 4.
All right. Whatever. I don't think that makes a difference. No, it doesn't.
It does.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Everybody hears it. It's coming out over the radio. Anyway, just get a cough button. Leave me alone. All right, where was I? Really? But then I got to figure out where Jackie's mic. Jackie, your mic's up. Now Fred's
No,
done.
I got oatmeal.
Oh, there goes Jackie eating.
What noise?
All right, thank you.
Now wonders why I get on him. He has absolutely no interest in the show whatsoever, except for his plug, except when it comes to busting on me.
Right.
Zip him.
All right, so
We were talking about that.
So then the Star Wars starts finally, and they come out. A guy comes out making an announcement. No one better video. If you see someone videotaping, you better tell the authorities.
Turn 'em in.
Turn them in. It's like Hitler Youth over
I
there.
said, these are people you invited, and you
Yeah.
expect that they're going to be taping it?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Why did you invite them?
Oh. Yeah, I'm sitting there waiting and waiting. Finally, it comes on, and then I saw the movie. And
The nice thing was there were no previews to sit through. You just
Yeah, that was
got
nice.
to watch the movie.
the movie, let me be as positive as I can be. The movie technically is great.
It's beautiful to
Beautiful to look at.
look at. Beautiful.
You know, I think Star Wars fans are going to be disappointed. What can I say? It's, I mean,
I don't think that they'll be as disappointed as you.
Oh, no, they will.
You would have felt probably about The Mummy as I did, and it just made $44 million.
No. The movie will make money. I think everyone's got to go see it, to see for themselves, and people who are Star Wars fans have been waiting. But
the kind
you
of
say,
money they make, you need repeat business, and they'll
Yeah.
get it.
oh, you think they will? I don't.
They will get it.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're going to get killed. The repeat business.
Because I watched, there were a bunch of kids in that audience.
Yeah.
People are going to take the kids, and young boys are going to see it over.
Yeah, I disagree.
All right, we'll see. Because I think that they love those visual effects.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Listen, I'll tell you the truth. I want George Lucas to make a second one because, I love the Star Wars franchise.
And
So
it's
I'm
gotta
hoping-
get better. Maybe he'll figure out what he did wrong here.
I'm saying everybody to force yourself to go because then maybe he'll get it right the second time. You know what? It's been 22 years since the guy made a movie. And I think it shows. And he's technically brilliant. He's a great filmmaker. He's a genius. But the
One
film,
thing
I'll tell you the criticism. The film is filled with puppets.
Yes.
And Liam Neeson is talking to puppets after puppet. The puppets you can't even
After a while,
understand.
you realize that people are looking at nothing.
Yeah, you're looking at nothing. It even looks like they're looking at
That's
nothing.
what I'm saying. They look like they're looking at nothing.
Yeah, it looks like guys
It's
acting against
to
nothing.
bounce off of.
Yeah, it's and then finally when people talk, the puppets interrupt them every minute, and the puppets and the puppets and the puppets, and you can't even understand the puppets. And then I thought a great movie. Here I go rewriting the movie like I know what I'm doing, but I thought the movie was going to be the incredible saga of Darth Vader.
Right.
That you would meet him as a little boy, and you would wonder how this wonderful little boy who had such an incredible gift, how did he turn bad, and what was that all about?
Yeah.
The movie should have picked up from when they meet him on the planet, and it's a whole thing, but instead it is just one endless battle scene after another, and puppets fighting other puppets.
Well, the thing that goes on for me is that these Jedi, this is this is when they ruled,
Right.
and they still can't do anything.
They were still incompetent when the Jedi ruled, and it's quite incredible.
They never have any money. They can never get anything done. What
Right.
is this with this Jedi?
They have superpowers, and they can't get anything done. And it just wasn't well thought out.
Now, there's another problem.
Yeah,
The stormtroopers were in the first movie, right?
right.
Why, when they were pre-dating, would you already have android armies?
Yeah, well, I don't even care about that. That's fine. That's just
But,
updating
if
the...
you really think about it, this is before Star Wars.
And also, it was a lot cooler when it was guys in those uniforms, because you
Yeah,
didn't know if they were
absolutely,
robots or men or what. Yeah,
But these are just...
yeah. Well, anyway,
You don't figure they were going backwards in technology.
yeah, believe me, that's the least of my problems with the movie. It's just not...
It just would have been some more human beings to interact with.
Yeah, right. And whenever the human beings interact with each other, it's fun.
Yeah.
But, so, what can I tell you? It was a kind of a drag. Afterwards, I was all deflated because everyone wanted to go out to dinner, and I was like, I got to go home. I got to go rest. Yeah, I got to go home and get depressed. I was really psyched. I was really caught up in
As
it.
much as I tried not to start getting into the hype, I gotta say, I wanted to see this movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, how can you not? Because, we all dig Star Wars.
I did everything I could to find out how to get to see it before it came out.
Yeah.